What's up, DC Nation? Welcome back to another video. And guys, if you like the video, give a big thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe because I release great discounts content every day that you don't want to miss out on. Now guys, Batman 3 Jokers. It's a black label comic written by Geoff Johns and drawn by Jason Fabok. Alright, so we've been waiting for this comic a long time, and finally we got a release date today. Now, before I get into that, let me give you guys some background, alright? So, first off, this story technically started about 4 years ago, alright? In the Justice League Darkseid War comic, which is an amazing comic, guys. Like 10 parts, it's really good. But the back half of it, like the last 5 parts or so, where like you saw Batman, he came like a god, and the Bat God, he's on like the Metron chair, who Wally is now. But he was super powerful, and he got to see all this knowledge. And he found out that there was 3 Jokers. Now at the time, I was hyped. I was like, man, that actually sounds really cool, and it can actually lead to a really cool storyline. Then, right after that, we had DC Rebirth, and they teased it even further. I'm like, oh, we're gonna get this. And then they announced, oh, Batman 3 Jokers could have the greatest story between Batman and Joker ever. Like, they market it that way, which they market that like with a lot of stories, but still, I was excited. And they said Jason Fabok got on the job. I'm like, man, it's gonna be well drawn, and it's gonna be well written by Geoff Johns. It's gonna be really good. Then a year passes. I'm like, okay, where's that comic at? Another year passes, and Doomsday Clock is getting delayed. And I'm like, okay, if Doomsday Clock's getting delayed, that's probably the reason that this comic's getting delayed. Then 3 years passes, and Doomsday Clock's about to end. So I'm like, okay, they should get more announcements with 3 Jokers. But all I see is on Jason Fabok, he's like teasing images, showing like a variant cover of this series, which is a cool variant cover. And we see a couple of images back and forth that are like showing like cool images from like the first issue. But then about almost like, not 4 years yet, but I was like, okay, I'm just gonna forget about it. They're not gonna make it. Probably got sabotaged. There's been all these changes with DC, a lot of stuff going on, so they probably just said, screw it. But finally today, they told us that it's coming out June. Alright guys, so that's the release date, June 17th. It'll be the first issue of 3, and they'll probably have it like bi-monthly, so probably August will be the second issue, then the 3rd issue will be in October, I'm guessing. But guys, this is supposed to be a big series, 48 pages for each issue. It's going to be very dark because it's a part of the whole DC Black Label line, and I'm excited because I heard like the ending of it is going to be like one of the goriest endings of Batman's comics in his 8-year history, which on one end I'm like, okay, well, why are they doing that? But then I remember, this is 3 Jokers against Batman, Batgirl, and Red Hood. It's gonna be traumatizing because all like these heroes, Red Hood, he died by Joker, Batgirl got shot, she actually got paralyzed, Batman's just gone through this all through his 8-year history, all this bad stuff with the Joker. That's why the Joker is like his greatest enemy. So it's gonna be really interesting. I'm excited for it. Now guys, the only thing is that I find funny is, so June, right? When did DC Rebirth come out? DC Rebirth #1 came out in June 2016. When is this coming out? June 2020. Yeah, that's exactly 4 years, guys. Took that long. And I'm really hoping that doesn't get like delayed each issue, because come on. If we have the first issue come out in June, and then automatically it says, oh, the second issue got delayed to like October, I'm like, what? Come on. Like, they have to have the whole series done, and it'd be cool if they could release it each month. Like, I would buy that. I'd buy the whole trade, alright? Because it sounds really cool. It's supposed to be as good as like The Killing Joke, or even better. So it's gonna be like one of the biggest stories of the year, like right next to Dark Knight's Death Metal. Like, these are my 2 most like anticipated comic books of this year for me. But guys, another thing is they released some images. They released like 3 covers. It showed one is this Joker right here, which he looks pretty cool. He's like in that little like what did I say, like the little pose and stuff. He looks creepy. I think he's like Killing Joke Joker, maybe like the Red Hood Joker, and then maybe New 52, like the more recent Joker. So it'd be cool to see these 3 Jokers like interact. That's what I'm looking forward to, right? Because yeah, we can have 3 Jokers all we want, but to see all these Jokers interact and talk with each other about their craziness, and then go against Batman teaming up, that would be really cool. Now, I'm interested to see how Batgirl and Red Hood go into this. Like, I'm guessing Red Hood, he's gonna go against Batman, because way back when that storyline happened, like Red Hood survived Joker's death, what, Joker's death, Joker killing him by like the crowbar. When he survived, we had that whole storyline, he came back as Red Hood, went against Batman. We even had an awesome anime movie that showed that storyline. It was really cool. But we haven't seen a lot of that in like many years, alright? Like, I get certain writers like reference it, but it's more for, okay, I'm a cool writer and I'm just gonna reference the story to make my story look more cooler than actually diving more into the topic and seeing how Red Hood or Jason Todd feels about it. So, to see Jason Todd go against this Joker once again will be really cool. Same with Batgirl. To see her actually revisit that trauma will be really interesting. And as always, the Batman-Joker dynamic and the fight between them will be awesome, alright? I'm excited for that. But guys, a couple other images were released. There's actually 3 of them. One of them shows like Thomas Wayne's grave, which guys, this looks really interesting because one, like, it's showing, okay, so Batman's parents are dead. Like, it really hits on that, and that could be like a core thing. Because, guys, if we remember in The Killing Joke, the opening scene of it, you see like the rainfall and all that stuff. But at the end of the book of Killing Joke, you see like the light there and how Batman and Joker are laughing. There's always been that theory, oh, did Batman kill Joker? But it, like, the whole thing I'm trying to say is like the beginning kind of like foreshadows the end of this storyline. Like with these big storylines between Joker and Batman. So is this storyline gonna end with Batman and Joker by Batman's parents' graves? That could be really interesting. I'm excited to see what happens with that. But then we see Batman, he's bleeding. He's going to the Batcave, and then we see Alfred, which I thought Alfred was dead, but DC got a continuity problem, alright? Like a bunch of continuity problems. Like Alfred died in Batman's comics, but he's here. He was in Justice League. Like, don't even get me started on DC's continuity. But guys, it's really interesting to see that, and Alfred's helping him out. He has some pliers. He's cutting through like the Bat costume. But I'm wondering what happened to Batman. Did he get a fight with the Joker? Did he get into just like a regular fight at night? What happened? And I'm interested to see what happens and like how the story like unfolds in the first issue. But yeah, guys, that's all the news to talk about. Enough said. I'm pretty much excited for this series. I'll be buying it on day 1 and make a review for you guys to tell if it's good or not. I'm pretty sure it'll be good because with all the wait and how much time we had to wait for this, 4 years, and it's Jeff Johns and Jason Fabok, like how could you go wrong with that? But guys, in the comment section below, tell me what you thought about this news. Are you excited for this series? Did you like completely forget about it, just like me? Like you were waiting for it, but then eventually you're just like, okay, DC probably should scrap it. Or were you just like, oh, I forgot that was even a thing at all. But guys, if you like this video, give a big thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, bro, subscribe to my channel because I release great content every day that you don't want to miss. And yeah, guys, that's the video, and peace out.